Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to go over more detailed price action outlook on gold and silver current price action. Now we know there was some good movement, some good bearish movement in the market when market opens on Monday, and kind of expect this move to happen. Really, on gold and silver, we did see this move down from the price. That was my original kind of forecast, and want to see what this area is going to do now in terms of price. We can see that this is same thing as silver when we have this kind of push down from the price is kind of expected, and then now we're seeing if we're going to get possible bullish reversal or potential a little bit further downside collectively on gold. So let's take a look. Let's start from gold first. So gold, we can see from the higher time frame here that we are in a strong bullish trend, right? We can see that after this initial kind of consolidation phase, price begin to push up, correct, push up, correct, push up, correct, push up. So this is just one big impulsive phase in the market, and we know that this is some sort of continuation correction, some sort of structure that is in the making right now. And we know that if we get this deeper correction complete, there's a stronger probability that we're going to get further upside, just like what we have seen in the past when these corrections end up forming and completing. So when we look at the lower time frame here, when we look at gold clearly, now we can see this original push to the upside failed to continue higher, and then instead we had this kind of a reversal push down. So this is when at the time when I was talking about that I wouldn't be buying or selling right away. I want to see what price will do when we eventually push down to this low here, which is kind of what we get here on Monday. And this is the low that the price was currently at. This was also the low where we had this kind of a double bottom when price initially pushed up like this. So basically, this is a pretty significant area. I would say that to watch out for any kind of bullish reversal price action. So the key here, in my opinion, is going down to the lower time frame. So when we go down to the lower time frame here, when we know that on Monday, when market opens, we had this really strong bearish push down from the price, but we had this also very strong bullish reversal, and looks like price is in some sort of correctional structure. And I talk about this type of price action a lot. Is when we see a really strong move down, if it's not followed by continuation, or if it's not even followed by some sort of reversal, it ends up just having a bullish reversal impulse, bullish kind of continuation correction. This usually gives a better edge, a better probability of this potential trend reversing. So to confirm here, in my opinion, is to kind of wait to see if this is going to actually be a continuation correction for the price. Certainly, it can continue correct here a little bit longer, so be a little bit more patient, waiting for the development here that will at least confirm a potential upside. Whereas the alternative way is that if this correction doesn't end up forming, if we just kind of start seeing price eventually start dropping down, we just don't get that bullish correction here. We see the price drop down, drop below this previous low, then I think it's a good idea to see that there's going to be some sort of corrective movement to the downside because this overall structure can still be correcting, right? If we're still in this larger kind of correction. So a move down from the price here to the bottom of this overall higher time frame structure, and basically looking to see if we're going to get bullish reversal after we get in the low. So basically, very simple idea, very simple plan. If I was to look for bullish reversals, I'm going to look for on a lower time frame and be a little bit more patient waiting here. Whereas if the price doesn't end up forming any bullish continuation, bullish kind of price action, and the price end up dropping below this low, then you can personally expect this to actually push down a little bit further correctively. That's something that we want to see correctly move down to this low and then a bullish reversal up move. So that is gold. That's a kind of more my personal outlook right now on gold. And silver is going to be relatively same. So if you look at silver here on the higher time frame, so if you look at the higher time frame overall structure, you can see that after price has moved down to this low here, you can see there's a few attempts to continue going upwards, but collectively we're moving in this kind of consolidation phase for quite some time. There's a very key three extreme lows. This is considered kind of a triple bottom to me. And after the COVID drop, price impulsively reversed to the upside. So there's a strong bullish kind of price action when we have an impulsive move to the upside, and looking like there is some sort of continuation correction in the making. I talk about this potential area to watch for price to potentially reverse. And right now we're forming a possible continuation. Right? Remember, correction can continue to develop, continue to correct. So it's important to be very crucial, very patient here, waiting for this correction to end because we can still see a very good probability of the next upside. So that is kind of how the higher time frame look right now. We're basically having a few swing highs and a few swing lows, so that's good for this potential correction to signaling us that it could be for potential completion. And if we go down to the lower time frame here, the lower time frame, we talked about this in the beginning. When price was about halfway through the middle, I kind of want to expect this price to move down to the low here, which is kind of exactly what happened here on Monday morning. We pushed down to the price here, pushed to the low, so potentially this is going to be a swing low, double bottom area. And if we get bullish kind of price action followed by bullish continuation, certainly this could be the beginning of this potential bullish run. And we saw how the higher time frame, the overall room, the overall price action to me is pretty bullish. So this will add confluence for a potential up move. And if we dig into the lower time frame here, you can see after the price pushed down, similar like gold, we had a bullish reversal up move and looks like we're forming into this kind of a triangle or pennant, kind of a potential reverse bullish kind of correctional structure that we can expect. And if we finish correcting here and push to the upside, certainly expect another bullish up move if this correction is going to complete. That is kind of like a bullish bias at this currently point. And same idea as gold, right? If it doesn't form this continuation, if it doesn't correct here, then certainly another down move is likely, but it will preferably move down in the corrected kind of price action. So we move down potentially descending channel or some sort of a wedge. We move down the price correctively to this low, to this extreme previous low to form, and then basically having a bullish reversal afterwards. So that is kind of how I see on silver. I do want to see a bullish kind of correction here to kind of confirm that this potential up move, but I also understand that a corrective move down to the bottom is also likely as well, and that there's no point of buying and selling in this area, but waiting for a strong bullish reversal, bullish continuation, and that may kick off the next bullish run on silver as well. So that is it for silver and gold. So like I said, silver for me, both certainly potential up move in the long run on the higher time frame, and expect this on the lower time frame to give us some either bullish price action here at the currently, or move down correctively for that bullish reversal. And gold, same idea here on the higher time frame. We can expect that this is a large bullish run, and that there is a bullish continuation correction in the making. If we dig into the lower time frame here, same idea, same approach like silver, is waiting for a bullish continuation correction here where the price is basically reversing on the lower time frame, and that could be a completion or confirmation for the price to complete. Whereas if it does push down from the price and then break the previous low, then expect price to collectively move down to the low, and then basically looking for that bullish reversal afterwards. So that is it for my kind of detailed outlook on gold and silver from a price action point of view. If you have any question, comment, feel free to let me know below, and chat with you guys all next time. Thank you very much.